Hello, MTA members. I'm Jeremy Estenson, the lobbyist that the Minnesota Trucking Association has hired to work on your behalf at the Minnesota State Capitol for the last 10 years or so. And prior to that, the firm that I work for, Stinson, has been retained by the Minnesota Trucking Association for a number of years, even prior to that. Today, I'm here to talk to you about a piece of good news regarding the capital investment bill, sometimes known as the bonding bill, that the Minnesota Legislature passed, and the governor will hopefully sign some point this week. And I'm recording this Monday morning, the 19th, and the governor has made it publicly known that at some point this week he will sign the bill. It was passed by both the House and the Senate late last week after months and months of negotiations. And it was a bumpy road to get there. There was a lot of controversy. The House Republicans, over the course of the summer, required the governor to walk away from his special powers related to COVID in order to put up any votes for the bonding bill. And the reason that's important is because the capital investment bill requires a supermajority in each the House and the Senate to pass. That means the minority party in the House, Republicans, and in the Senate, the Democrats, in order to pass along for the governor's signature. And it was a little bit more unique in that it was about 60% larger than any other bonding bill that's ever passed the Minnesota Legislature, coming in at about $1.9 billion. So there are a lot of folks who ended up voting for the bill that, frankly, those of us in the lobbying community were a little bit surprised about, given the size of the bill and the pending, well, at least the potential deficit the state faces in lieu of COVID mitigation and the economic slowdown. But nonetheless, it got passed. It got passed in October when the House Republicans said, we will no longer tie our support of the bill to the governor backing away from his powers. I think many of them view it as something of a jobs bill because historically the bonding bill puts a lot of money into infrastructure, both roads and bridges, as well as vertical construction. And this one is no different, other than the fact that it's very, very large. And the good news for the Minnesota Trucking Association is that $700 million plus is spent on road and bridge infrastructure. And that doesn't include some one-offs like the Robert Street Bridge, which had another $52 million. And there's a number of grade separations at railroad tracks and so forth around the state in certain municipalities. And it was only absent one piece specifically that we were hoping for, dealing with some additional truck parking at a couple of rest stops. However, MnDOT did receive a large allocation from which they can do the investment on their own.